Someone just shipped a free open source clone of Screen Studio and it's already at 32,000 stars. Here's something kind of weird that happened. There's a single developer on GitHub called Sid who got tired of paying $29 a month for Screen Studio, so he just built his own version and put it on GitHub for free. No watermarks, no subscriptions, free for personal use, free for commercial use, MIT licensed. The project is called OpenScreen, and the install is a one-click installer for Mac, Windows, and Linux. The repo is sitting at almost 33,000 stars right now and over 2,000 forks. Almost 33,000 stars on GitHub, 2,200 forks, MIT license so you can ship it commercially, built with TypeScript and Electron and Pixie.js. Version 1.3 shipped 3 weeks ago with webcam support, transparent backgrounds, and localization in Chinese and Spanish. Let me walk you through what's actually in the README. Right at the top, there's a beta warning. The dev is upfront about it being early stage. Then the pitch, OpenScreen is your free open source alternative to Screen Studio, sort of. The author actually says it's not a one-to-one clone of Screen Studio, it's a simpler version that does what most people seem to need. Then you get a preview of the actual editor UI, the timeline view at the bottom, the canvas with the recording in the middle, and on the right you've got the controls for backgrounds and zooms. Below that, there's the core features list, screen recording, automatic and manual zooms, microphone and system audio capture, custom backgrounds, motion blur, annotations, trimming, and aspect ratio control. Then the install instructions from macOS, Linux, and Windows. And at the bottom, you can see the star history chart going basically vertical. Okay, so here's what makes this different. Screen Studio is $29 a month or $229 one time, depending on the plan you pick. Loom charges for longer videos and exports through their cloud. OBS is free, but it's designed for streaming, not for making polished product demos with smooth zooms and motion blur. OpenScreen sits in this gap. You get the polished demo output of Screen Studio with the zero cost of OBS, and you get to keep the file on your laptop with no cloud upload. Plus, it's MIT licensed, so you can fork it and ship it inside your own company tooling. Quick spec check, almost 33,000 stars created in October 2025. So the project is 6 months old, 2,200 forks already. Latest release is version 1.3 from April 2nd. Let's get into what OpenScreen actually does. You can record either a specific window or your full screen, your pick. The big feature, the one that makes Screen Studio worth its price tag, is the automatic zooms. OpenScreen handles those too. The app watches for clicks and inputs and zooms in on whatever you're interacting with. And you can adjust the depth of each zoom and tweak its duration after the fact. It records both your microphone and system audio in the same pass. No second take needed. And you can crop the recording to hide parts of the screen you don't want in the final video. On the editing side, there's a fair amount of polish. You get motion blur on the pan and zoom transitions, which is the thing that makes a Screen Studio video look like a Screen Studio video. Backgrounds you can pick from wallpapers, solid colors, gradients, or upload a custom one, and version 1.3 added support for transparent backgrounds at native aspect ratio. Annotations let you drop text, arrows, and images on top of the recording. You can speed up or slow down individual segments of the clip, and the export panel lets you pick aspect ratios and resolutions for whichever platform you're posting to. Under the hood, OpenScreen is an Electron app, which is how it gets cross-platform support for Mac, Windows, and Linux out of one codebase. The UI is React with TypeScript bundled with Vite. The interesting choice is the renderer. They're using Pixie.js for the canvas, which is a WebGL-based renderer originally built for browser games. That's how the zoom and pan animation stay smooth even on long recordings. The timeline at the bottom is built with DND Timeline, and system audio capture goes through Electron's desktop capturer API. Install is 2 steps. Grab the installer for your platform from the GitHub releases page, run it, then on macOS you need to run one extra command to bypass Gatekeeper since the app isn't signed with a developer certificate. After that, you grant screen recording permission in system settings and you're in. Version 1.3 shipped 3 weeks ago and the changelog is pretty hefty. Undo and redo finally landed, which sounds basic, but it was a top requested issue. Localization went out for Chinese, English, and Spanish. There's a fix for path resolution issues on Windows that was breaking exports, and a fix for audio desync at non-standard playback speeds. Webcam support landed in vertical and picture-in-picture mode, which makes it usable for tutorial recordings where you want your face on screen. And transparent backgrounds at zero padding got added, so you can drop the recording onto any background you want in post. So who should actually use this? Indie hackers shipping product demos for a launch and don't want to pay $29 a month for a tool they'll use 4 times. Open source maintainers who need to record a quick walkthrough and ship it to YouTube without a watermark. Developer relations people at startups making feature announcement clips on a tight budget. And anyone on Linux, since Screen Studio doesn't even have a Linux build. OpenScreen is one of the only polished options for that platform. Okay, let's be real about the trade-offs. The author labels the project beta and says it might be buggy here and there, and you can see that in the open issues, around 100 of them right now. The Mac binary isn't signed, so you have to manually bypass Gatekeeper, which is going to scare off a chunk of users. Older macOS versions don't get system audio capture at all, and it really isn't a one-to-one clone of Screen Studio. You're missing a lot of the fancier features and templates. But for everything that's wrong with it, the project is real. 33,000 stars in 6 months. MIT licensed, single solo developer shipping consistent releases every month. If you're an indie hacker or developer in 2026 and you're still paying $29 a month to record a product demo, you've got options now. Link in the description. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you tomorrow.